first thing we see literally as we're walking through the gates of Good Guys is Gap Industries, and they've got a beautiful, beautiful Cuda that they've built using our extreme front subframe and torque arm. We have to check this out. All right, so we're here with Tim from Gap Industries. So let's talk about that at Gap Industries. What do you guys do?
So we specialize in building like 1920s to like now in the 80s and even in the 90s American muscle cars.
So the one that brought me here obviously is this beautiful Cuda that's sitting behind us. This thing is running our extreme front subframe and our torque arm in the rear. That's what I know about the car, and I know it's Hellcat powered. Tell me more about the build.
So it's Hellcat powered. So we have a customer, Deandre Hopkins. He's a football player. He played for the Texans and now he plays for Tennessee. The car was built previously with an old school Hemi in it.
Okay.
Old technology suspension, and he just wanted something he could drive and enjoy.
Okay.
And he really wanted a Hellcat motor, and I was like, man, if you want a Hellcat motor, you want to have power, like you got to be able to put the power to the ground, you got to be able to use it. So
yeah,
called you guys up, we discussed some things, you guys had some stuff coming out, and we were like, hey man, there's nothing better for this car than that. So we put it together, put a package together for his needs, his stereo stuff. He wanted just regular, trunk space. So we kept that, and man, it's an awesome package. The car is turned up a little bit. It's got a pulley on it. Okay. It's got some y'all's headers that y'all offer through Ultimate.
Yep.
Custom exhaust. We've had a lot of fun with the car. We were autocrossing it in Des Moines, and it handles great.
So when you add a smaller pulley to a Hellcat, because Hellcat, they advertise 707 horsepower, what can you get out of one of those cars when you start modding them a little bit?
We've tried to build everything on pump gas, 93. I think this thing's good for around 800, 850. Okay. We could probably turn it up more.
Way more than enough than anybody needs on the street.
Yeah, it's got a 4L80 in it. Right. So it's got a Bowler 4L80 in it, which is a little odd. But when we built this car, that was back when the COVID time was going on. So like you couldn't get some of that Mopar stuff.
Yeah.
So it's got a Holley EFI, so it's controlled by Holley.
Okay.
Paddle shifters. It's got a bunch of stuff where he can enjoy it, just get out and beat the crap out of it and have fun with it. So
one of the things that I noticed, and it's kind of unique to this car, is the color. Now I understand this is a Porsche green.
It is. So the car was originally black with a black vinyl top, and we finished the car. I thought it was done. He was out driving it and parked at a restaurant, and a drunk driver hit it and smacked the front of it. And
out in Nashville?
No, in Houston. He picked it up from me at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and by midnight he's calling me saying the car's wrecked. So I go get it, and it hit hard. It moved the entire front of the car. Didn't hurt the suspension. It moved the subframe over, bent the stuff, but never messed the suspension up. Everything stayed straight. So we pulled everything back, redid a bunch of stuff on the car. He was looking for a color, and he kind of was all over the place, and I saw this Porsche with this color, and I thought with the black graphics, like this would be a perfect color for this car. So we went with the Porsche green, put the decal back on it. We eliminated the vinyl top. We built the hood, so it's actually like we took the hump out of the middle to clear for the Hellcat supercharger, but it still looks like a stock hood. So we try to kind of keep it looking stock.
So Forge line, so they set you up with these wheels. Tell me a little bit about that, because they're unique.
They are. So they're RB3Cs. I did a brush center and a black lip, and it was, when the car was black, it really blended with the car. But they're a center lock. I wanted to do something a little unique, just because like the car is a Cuda, you don't see a lot of them out. And I kind of wanted like that big back lip, big muscle car. So we had you guys do the rear end as narrow as we could make it. We tubbed it and just put a 325/30/20 on the back of it. I think it's a Nitto, or no, it's a Toyo R888R.
Okay.
And it definitely gets down.
Oh, I love it. I love it, man. So last week in Des Moines, you guys came away with an award. So first show's out, you're already winning awards with this car. I know from here you're taking it to Nashville to the Triple Crown.
Yep. Yeah, and that's where he'll get the car. We've got to go back and do a few more things to the motor, and then do a little more tuning on it. We're gonna try to turn it up a little more, and then we'll take it to Triple Crown, and he'll pick the car up from the show.
Awesome. So the last thing I kind of want to highlight is the interior.
Okay.
My opinion on it is it's something that's very clean, and I actually described this way talking to some of your guys yesterday. It looks factory but new. So it's a new take on a factory setup.
It's kind of an accident. So the car came to us, and the previous shop they were like a stereo shop.
Okay.
So they covered everything in Alcantara, and like everything was wrapped. And so I tried to take it off, and it just didn't look right, and it didn't fit the car. It was too modern for the car.
Yeah.
So I just had the guys like cover it in leather, and my guys went through we just wrapped everything in leather. stitched a few things up, put some different seats in it, and try to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Just kind of less is more.
Yeah.
He doesn't really, you know, he likes to enjoy the car. He's going to drive it. I mean, he'll run it through the car wash, he'll drive it, park it in valet. Like, he drives it like an everyday driver.
Yeah, I love it. No, I think you guys nailed it. So again, the next place this car is going to be is Nashville, Tennessee, first weekend of September at the Triple Crown of Rotting. And you're going to be seeing this car everywhere, magazines, of course, our channel here. Tell everyone where they can follow you and catch up with you.
Gap Industries on Instagram, Facebook, and then you go to builtbygap.com, and we have all of our social media links on that page as well.
Awesome. So if you're in the Houston area or actually anywhere and you guys want a freaking killer muscle car built, call this guy.